Alright. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Ark. There is a few additions you probably saw in the upper right-hand corner there. They have been updating this game left and right. Well, there's several things that got added, and several things that have been sort of changed and altered that I believed was for the best, but, I'm really starting to wonder. So I'm going to show off the two new dinosaurs that were recently added, and some of the new weaponry that they've added. I don't have all of it, but I do have a few things. Most notably, if you check my hotbar, right? So number 4, a crossbow. That's right, and this thing is like really awesome. If you're wondering what that dinosaur is, those two dinosaurs right there are two of the or some of the new ones that they've added. It's two of the same one, that's why I have them. I got two of them because they're mate boosted. But for right now, right, so yeah, I've got a lot of damaged stuff. I've got chitin armor. Yes. The thing is, I got the chitin armor because... There we go. Because it's now a lot easier to get chitin. But if you go here, go to weapons, ranged. So the crossbow literally takes... it's literally just a bow with iron. Like that's literally what it boils down to. But it's a lot better, in my opinion, than the bow. You don't have to worry about the reload. You don't have to worry about making sure if you're pulling back all the way or not. You do need the smithy in order to fix and build it. But that's nothing. Literally nothing. You'll also probably notice that it appears that I am legitimately in a different area. No, I did not move over here. I actually created a whole new character. I wanted to try something out. I wanted to make a new character, but I wanted to see how to make a new character. And there's 3 ways to do this. The easy way, which is to die, right, which leaves all of your stuff behind. And I'm not 100% certain if the stuff becomes... will allow ownership transfer. So if I died, I don't know that... If I died and created a new survivor, I don't know that if I could transfer the stuff, if I just come in here and take over this stuff. I do know that if you go to one of the 3, there's the red one over there and the blue one over there. Is this not the greatest view you've ever seen in your life? And if you say no and start talking about The Last of Us or like any of the other survival games, I will use this crossbow to do things to you that you did not think were possible with crossbow. This is the greatest view you will ever see, ever. End of argument. Done. Right? Which is why I built up here. Right? This is my cabin on the hill. Right? I am going to put a little wood thing there, I think. And one over there if I can. I'm trying to extend this out as far as possible. And yes, this does actually go over the cliffside. I actually had to use a ramp to get up here. Right? Because it's like that high up. But if you notice, yeah. Cliffside, and there's the edge of my house. Yeah. So like if I wanted to, I could base jump off the side of my own house. That's awesome. But yeah, if you go over to any of the 3 obelisks, you can upload your character and transfer it to a different server and all that good stuff. It also gives you the ability to transfer. It also gives you basically an option to sort of make a new character. However, that system seems to be a little bit broken. I have not checked it recently, but as of the last time that I checked it, which was probably about a week or 2 back, probably about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I created a new character, went back to my old location, and my old character was standing in the hut, not moving, not doing anything, and I could use all the things that were usable, so the campfire, the storage, all that, but I couldn't place down a bed because of course it said I was too close to an enemy territory, and I had to put it on my own foundation, and I couldn't use any of the mounts because of course I wasn't in my other character's tribe. So, speaking of, the sun should be coming up here pretty soon. Here is the first new dinosaur that was added, right? This is Phoenix. That is Flo. I got Phoenix first, and then went desperately searching. These things are basically flying Dilos. Yeah. But, and that's kind of the reason why I got them, is because they fly. So, you know, at the very least, ooh, he has leveled up. I'm thinking health. Their health or movement speed. We'll go with health for right now. Because what's yours? Yeah, yours is 375. Your movement speed, though, is still 100. But yeah, so I picked them up because I was like, okay, now I will show you them in action. It is... J. There we go. So that's basically what they look like when they're flying. And the reason I got, like I said, again, the reason why I got both of them is because I wanted male and female, so that way they would be mate boosted and tamed. Oh yeah, these two things, I mean, even though he's level 8 and she's level 58, she'll do a lot more damage, but yeah, just combined, these two are pretty much going to be unstoppable. The other one, and I will note that, yes, I do have God mode on because I was trying to get the other one, and yeah, it turned into a slaughterfest. So, but the other new dinosaur that was added is actually an ant. Right now, they're giant ants. Now, most people assume that they would be about the size of the scorpions. Ooh, wait a minute. Which arrows do I have loaded? I've got the worst ones loaded. I have the tranks. Okay. So let's see how these guys do against a Carno. So I'm not worried about this Carno because, like I said, I've got God mode on. Yes, I did cheat, but you know what? This is an offline server, so it doesn't hurt anyone but me. Now, the deal with the other ones, so I'm looking for the ants. Ugh. Now, the crossbow, I think it does do a little bit more damage than the regular bow, but not a lot more. So, I mean, if you're looking for something that does kind of like handgun-like damage, but uses arrows, you know, basically if you're looking for a cheap handgun, yeah, the crossbow is not going to be it. And actually, in all actuality, the simple pistol and the simple rifle are actually really easy to make. I mean, really, really easy to make. I'll show those off to you guys here in a little bit. I've got the pistol. I do have a rifle, but I cheated that in, so you know that doesn't count. I am looking for a random group of spawning ants. Hang on, let me take out this Dilo. Now the thing is, it is slightly more. This is slightly more accurate, but it seems to do less damage the farther out you are. So, I mean, I don't know if that's really going to be, if that's something that's going to really kind of come into play later on, or what, or maybe this is just like, you know, a quick addition. But there you see those two doing their flying thing. Oops. Let me see. Now the problem is, I'm not going to know I'm being attacked until, like, they start attacking me. Because, although some people were hoping they would be a lot bigger, I think making them the size they were makes them even worse than if they were huge like the scorpions. So the scorpions, you can kind of see them coming. You know, you'll see them running around and stuff like that. These things, I swear to you, I have yet to actually see them until they're attacking me. I hear the music. Okay. I hear the music, I turn around, and I'm like, sweet Jiminy Junk. Right, but there's two different types. There's a soldier and a drone. There they are. So these guys. Now, don't be fooled by the fact that they seem to die fairly easily. These things are like horde creatures. So there you see the ground ones coming in. But I know partly why they added these things in. So if you notice, I'm getting chitin from these. That's the reason why they added these in. Is because you can get tons and tons of chitin from them at an early stage, because of course the cementing paste that you need for quite a few things, you need the chitin for, and the only way to get it, so look at that, I got 48 right now on me, and the only way to get it before was from, apologies, I would shut that off. The only way you could get it before was you had to go fight scorpions or take on some stegos or triceratops, and the turtles would give you some, but not a lot, like 2 or 3, which is kind of strange, considering how big they are. So yeah, that's kind of, I think that's kind of the reason why they added those in there, was because it allows you to kind of collect it a lot faster and start using stuff. Now, I've built on this hillside, which you guys have no doubt noticed is like miles and miles away from water. Right? But that's okay, because a couple green airdrops and some cementing paste, and I have not 1, but 2 water tanks. Now, these are actually fairly small. I'm not sure if they get any bigger. There you guys are. I'm not sure if they get bigger. I'm pretty sure they do. But I have them also set to neutral, so that way in the event that something attacks them, they will defend themselves. But yeah, I have my farm set up. I actually got this farm from an airdrop, but for some strange reason, it's not producing any berries, even though it's, I mean, I guess it may not be ready yet. Finally, that compost is ready. Good lord. I mean, dude, that literally took a lot longer than it really should have. A lot longer. And basically, the only reason I really put that down was because I needed some place to store the extra poop. That's another reason why I've been, like, kind of hunkered down over here in this area, is because there is tons... Nope, that's the water tank. I don't want the water tank. There we go. Because there are tons and tons of useful creatures. Now, I want to put this at the back, because, of course, one of the new systems they have set up is all the stuff does prioritize. So, whatever's in the front is what's going to be used. So, that's usually what goes first. I got the shades. Right? Show you the new character. Right? Yeah, she doesn't have any pants on, but that's because they're all in the repair thing. Okay, there's Phoenix. Where the heck did Flo run off to? Okay, so Flo's way over there. I would really like you guys to stay together. Which, of course, probably means that I'm going to have to keep you guys on me at all times. Which sucks. Because that means it's really difficult for me to check your inventory. So there's one there. Where are you going to land? Fantastic. Oh, that's beautiful. Inventory. So how are you doing? You are doing decently, I suppose. I'll add some more meat to you. You are... Oops. Oh, my narcotics. Oh, hey, cool. She leveled up. So we're going to go up in... Wow, 238.9%. That's pretty high. We'll do your movement speed. Yeah, because he's only at 212. So, they are carnivores, so they will eat meat. Although they are not hostile until you attack them. Which is actually a good thing. I was hoping they would be hostile once provoked. because some of the animals aren't, and it's really difficult to like have to chase those down. I have a door, right? This is my porch. I want to extend this out. I believe I can extend this out one more. Sorry for that little jump there. I believe I can extend this portion out one more because, of course, I do have foundation here. So I think I can extend this section right here out one more. So I want to try and do that. And then I believe I can put... No, that's right. I can't put one there. But I can put one over here. I think I can put one over there, and then I can run another line down here. So this is going to be one huge porch area. Devs, can I get a fence, please? Like, just a little fence, because I would really like to have an area where... I would like to have this sort of enclosed off, right? And I can just come out here on those warm summer nights. Enjoy this mind-boggling view. Not really happy with the windows, gotta say. I mean... in my opinion, they're a little disappointing. I'm actually debating taking these out. I didn't build these, by the way. I actually picked these up from the airdrop. I do like the door, though. The door's fine. Got that from airdrop, too. Actually, I got most of the stuff that you see here was built by me. Those two fence posts, airdrop. Windows and window frames, airdrop. Wooden door frames, actually airdrop. Would you believe it? They were thatch, and I was going to replace them with wood. And I ran into an airdrop and it had the wood one, so I was like, cool. Airdrop. And yeah. Pretty much the surrounding was done by me, except for the windows, the door frames, the door, the windows, and those 3 bits up there. Everything else I built. I have beds. So many beds. Of course, that came after I built my beds. So, yeah, there's that. Okay, what am I missing? Oop. I'm missing the very thing that I have on me. So yeah, that's one of the other things too, is it now makes the chitin armor slightly more cost effective. Because before, in order to get the chitin armor, you had to go out, kill a whole bunch of scorpions and all that stuff, and that just, it did not make any sense whatsoever. But now you can actually get the chitin armor from those things, and they drop a ton of chitin. They really do. And yeah, I keep all my raw meat in here just so that way whenever my farm actually does start producing seeds, all my spoiled meat literally just goes straight into here, except for, of course, what I have on me. I've been trying to take the narcotics out because I got so much meat in here. But, yeah. There's also some meat in there. I probably should make a fridge, but I don't think I have the level for it yet. So, yeah, so I just wanted to kind of really quickly go through the basics of kind of the new stuff that they've got out. I don't know. I mean, I haven't really been keeping up with their development stuff. I just started playing the game and was like, hey, new dinosaurs. Great, they're hostile. Type thing. Also, fiber has been updated. You can now carry 200 of it instead of 1, so it doesn't take up 6 chests just to, you know, make 1 item. And hide as well. You can carry 200 stacks of that. So, yay! The thatch, I would think that they would find something to do with that. And I still, actually, you know what? While I'm here, because I mean, the amount of fiber that you can collect is just insane. So can I put that? Still can't put that into the fireplace. So, you know, get on that. Would like to burn. I mean, this is fiber. I mean, it'll burn. I mean, it should, in theory, burn very quickly and all that. But anyway, so this is all the stuff you see in here is stuff that I've picked up from, mostly all stuff that I've picked up. The only things that I actually made were the bow, the arrows, and the water containers. Everything else I picked up, with of course the exception of that, which, you know, comes from the more pestle. But yeah, I picked all of this stuff up. I just don't have another place to put a wooden door frame, is the only thing. I had debated tearing some of this stuff down. I had more stuff, and what I started doing was I would place it and then demolish it, because of course you get half of its construction stuff back. So yeah, that's fantastic, especially if you got it in an airdrop. Yeah, I built on this hillside because of course I've got metal coming out the wazoo. I've got metal there, metal there, metal there. Don't quote me on this, but it appears as if the best way to get flint is from the small rock piles. So the little bitty ones that are on the side. The big gray stones seem to give more stone, and obviously the goldish ones give iron, give metal. So yeah, don't quote me on that though. I mean, obviously except for the metal ones. But yeah, that seems to sort of be the case. I am going to finish working on this. I am going to replace all of this with wood at some point, right? Which is going to be a daunting task, but that's one of the reasons why I've got those two. Also, it shows a saddle. You cannot ride this thing. That's not me saying anything with 100% certainty, but just based off common sense, this thing's only got a carrying weight of 51. So, yeah, unless you weigh less than 51 pounds, which you don't, there's no way you could ride these things. And they're way too small. I mean, look at that. Look at them. Yeah, don't make me laugh. Well, do, if you think you can. But no, anyway, yeah, I said they're too small. So I know it has the saddle thing on there, but I almost guarantee you there's no saddle for it, for either of them. So that's really all I wanted to go over. I'll probably do an update video when I have the hut complete. I'm not happy with the storage chest, because in order to put a storage chest down, it takes 2 walls in order to cover it. And I really wanted a second floor to this place. Not to mention, while I'm here, so here's the doorway, right? So you see, right there is eye level, right? For my character? Yeah? Watch. Yeah, that is not eye level. That is nowhere near eye level. The camera definitely has a default. Yeah. So I'm just saying that, you know, the camera defaults to a specific height. That is mildly disappointing, especially for those people who made, like, dwarves, or someone like me who made a giant. Right? I did my best to make her look like a giant. You know, I mean, she is insanely tall. Right? The primary reason I did that was because I wanted to see if, when I was facing down a T-Rex, if it was slightly less intimidating if I wasn't standing this tall, you know. See, and that's the other thing too, is like, I can crouch, right? So like, you guys, I mean, I'm sure they have, I mean, they probably got other things on their mind, and I wouldn't be one bit surprised if later on they actually have a camera adjust that adjusts to the height of your character. But, I mean, you can crouch, so, I mean, as of right now, this is the range of movement for the camera, so anyone within this range of movement should have, like, an alternate character, you know, it should, like, have the alternate camera height. Because, I mean, I'm sorry, staring down a Rex from this height is less intimidating than it is from down here. I mean, that's, like, yeah. Yeah. So this is my little mountaintop hillside, right? I mean, gorgeous view. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you guys are wondering what I have planned for those two, well, when I get a pterodon and I start riding the pterodon, those two are going to follow me. So that's right, I will have my own Air Force. Heck yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me, guys. Yeah. Like this little mountaintop, like this little hillside. Still looking for people to play with. If you have the game and are interested, let me know. I do PvE. I'm not a PvP person. It's fun and all, but trust me, when you have stuff like T-Rexes and Spinosauruses and now hordes and hordes of evil ants to deal with, PvP's probably not the first thing on your mind, you know. Although that said, it is kind of fun to just like, if you were in PvP, this is something I would totally do if I was in PvP, which is why I will never be in PvP. I would intentionally aggro a Rex and run it over to my enemy's base, right? Just so that way it just freaking kills everything. Actually, I would probably try and aggro like a pair of them. It's like a male and female, so they're mate boosted, so they're much harder to kill. Yeah. So don't PvP with me if you want to PvP. I don't PvP. Anyway, that's it for me for the day, guys. I'm done, and to that I'm going to say sayonara.